Welcome to the SkyLab.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to our very first podcast.
Okay, so today, alright, our topic that we're talking about is school, alright?
The good old school.
Good old school days, back to textbooks, computers, and over-assuming teachers.
Well,
Pretty much.
actually, it's technically more computers now.
Yeah, I guess so. No more textbooks. Even though we still have to pay those textbook fees. I don't understand it at all.
I saw like at the beginning of the school year, Mom had like a whole it was like $360 of textbooks, and in that class, I haven't even had. There's like 5 textbooks in the whole class.
Dang. Wow. Yeah, like I haven't even seen an entire textbook in any of my classes. It's crazy because I have most of my teachers, because I'm on, because we have teams in our school, and this team is it's not the best team. It's actually considered to be one of the worst. That's what everybody thinks it is. But all the teachers are super chill. I've literally, one of them, he literally just plays guitars, and he plays his guitar in class. He's pretty chill like that.
That's chill.
Yeah, but then I have this other teacher that I go to a different team for, because I'm special. Special. Yeah. I do it there, and she's super strict. She gives out homework, and that's online.
And she looks creepy too. Her
yeah.
head is huge.
It's like a rectangle.
No, it's like Megamind.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Megamind in a human and a woman. The scariest combination known to man. Yeah.
Nice and skinny with a Megamind head. That's what it is.
Pretty much. Stick with the Mega Man, bro. Yeah. So Evo, what are your grades right now?
Oh, my grades are absolutely awful, actually. Ready for this new semester to start. My last semester ever. Woohoo! Woo!
Yeah, Eva's a senior for, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's where the cool people are.
What do you mean, the cool people? Everybody knows it's not cool.
Imagine being younger.
Wait, that means I just get the better school stuff.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Actually.
Eva's in denial. And it's funny.
It is so bad. Our younger sister, we all have the crappy computers that are terrible, terrible battery life, it's so old. And then my little sister
gets this touchpad, really nice.
She gets
processor.
This Chromebook, nice.
Yeah,
thing.
It's basically like a Lenovo Chromebook, my guy. Literally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it comes with a stylus too. And so us older grades
are a little bit jealous, just a bit.
Just a tad.
Just a tad bit.
Anyway. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, she gave it to Santa.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, yeah, so, my school grades are, pretty nice, They're, actually, they're the best I've had at all. Because, like I said, I have really chill teachers, Man, my first period teacher, because first period I have an elective course, and so they've all been chill except for PE. And this one, I've heard about this guy. He's new. Apparently he's really nice. He looks like Caillou though. For those of you out there.
Don't diss on Caillou.
Anyway,
a good one.
Yeah.
But
he's teaching my favorite course, so he better be good. Anyway, yeah. So he's good, and then I go to second period, which is my choir teacher, which I'm super thrilled about because he's my favorite teacher out of everyone. He's so fun to mess around with. We have nice laughs, everything. And
nice laughs. You
nice
grade
laugh.
your teachers on their laughs.
Yeah, I'm A+. They're
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then I go to the third period. That's the guy who plays the guitar. Then fourth period is language arts. He's a strict teacher. Fifth. Wow, messing up numbers. 1 week out.
Go back to kindergarten.
Fifth period I have science, and she's pretty fun. She's really old. No one likes her except me. But she's nice. She's fun. And then we got sixth period, who I swear she is even worse than my last year language arts teacher. Who for some reason, okay.
Is she
everybody
blonde?
hated her.
Is she blonde?
She's brown. No, but last year, right, my language arts teacher, everybody on the team hated her, and even she knew it. And somehow, out of sheer luck, won the lottery. She got teacher of the year.
But
yes.
I didn't even know my teachers' names last semester, so
Apparently.
I just know where to go. I don't care about my teachers, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you should tell them the story, like the weird stories you have in the hallways.
Oh my gosh. So I go to 2 different schools, right? I go to like one in the morning and I go to another one anyway. So it was the first day of like one of my schools and I like turn the corner and it's like busy, I guess like passing period, and then this dude who's like basically from Yee Yee Town, you know, the good old country dudes. And he's got the curly mullet, the like John Deere hat, and like the overalls. And he just comes up, like we like turn the corner at the same time, and we like look at each other, and he goes, and like licks my forehead, and I was like,
bro, man just got violated.
Yeah, I went in my car and I screamed, and I called my boyfriend. Yeah, I was like, that actually just happened. It was pretty gross.
Yeah, I remember this other time she was talking about like, you know, she ran into this girl with a cape and like elf ears.
Oh, every day. I'm pretty sure she was a senior last year because I haven't seen her this year, but she had like on a blue cape and elf ears every single day. So whatever floats her boat.
Yeah. And she was like, no, but then she would like go up to Eva and she'd be like, "Can you walk me to my next class?"
Oh, no, that was another school.
Oh, okay.
I've got lots of words.
And now she's like, all the weird people.
No, but the elf girl barked, so.
Yeah, pretty much. It's crazy. So, like, you know, in my school, okay, we're, like, getting into, because I'm in 8th grade. And so, like, we have, like, you know, it's people are just beginning to realize, like, you know, oh, I like women. Oh, I like men. Or apparently, like, you know, I like
people in kindergarten.
Okay, yeah, but then they're like, you know, but like, this is where like real relationships kind of like start like, kind of start forming.
That's true.
You know, because you got people dating who like aren't really dating.'t just saying, "Oh, we kissed," dating, instant wife.
Or we like each other.
Yeah, we like each other. Oh, we're dating. You know, and then like, yeah, and so but then you have like these weird people who are like, I like men, you know, and they're like gay. But then it's so hard when you live in a school like that. And there are people who joke about that.
Because you joke about it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay, but not like super. But not like I don't stick to it.
Oh.
They stick to it. I do not. And so I don't know if they're joking.
Boundary line.
Yeah. No, but like, it's so hard to tell because you know they're like, you know, oh I'm gay. And I'm like actually they're like, oh yeah totally. And then I'm like, oh they're gay. And they're like, they are gay. And then they try out and then they're like, bro he called me like, you know, and then like recites all these bad words.
He called me gay.
He called me a gay hippie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just got out for Christmas break, right? And so it was crazy. So, Santa. All right, Santa's pretty good.
Santa's awesome.
He was on point this year. So, he gave us like, you know, pretty nice gifts. And I was okay. So there's this thing I've really been wanting. It's called an Oculus Quest 2. It's like this really nice VR headset. Got good views. Got good ratings. You know, and. I didn't expect it because, like, you know, it's pretty expensive for Santa's elves to make, you know, all the parts and computers of the computers, you know, and sensitive controllers and boxing and all that stuff and fees. So I wasn't expecting it, alright? But then, like, Mom went, like, above and beyond. She got, like, not only that, but
she got, like, the bougie.
Yeah, the bougie version. Not only the original part, but, like, the bougie version. It had a carrying case for it.
Bougie.
And it had an elite strap to like have it in your head, you know, on your head, and so it was absolutely insane. I couldn't believe it at all.
I know when I saw it, I said, "What in tarnation?"
Yeah, it was so unexpected. I actually started crying. Yeah, Mom's like, you know, open your card, and so I open it. It's like a Top Golf thing, which I do like golfing. And then
That's
she's
for the
like,
preppy people too.
Yeah, and then she's like, you know, you might want to check your phone, and so I open it, and it's like. This image that she bought it, I was like, I actually started crying. And then, oh yeah, and then there's this crazy, Eva, why don't you tell them about your goat cheese taco cat pizza?
Taco cat goat cheese pizza.
Yeah, tell them about what happened.
It's quite actually the goat. So, I was talking, so it was before I unwrapped it, and I was like, somebody opened like Exploding Kittens or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, my favorite card game is Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. And then, little did I know, in my hand, I had Taco Cat good cheese pizza. So I literally unwrap it, and I'm like, I know this box. And I was like, yes!
Yeah, pretty much that's how it went.
Taco Cat goat cheese pizza for the win.
Yeah, it's a very weird game. I don't know. Yeah, I got my favorite game though, which is Chameleon. It's basically like
Chameleon is really good too.
yeah. So if you guys know the game Among Us, all right, it's basically an Among Us card game, quite literally. You have one person, they're the chameleon. All right, nobody knows who each other is. So, like anybody could be the chameleon.
Each other are.
Whatever grammar.
Each other.
This isn't grammar school.
I
Eva.
don't care.
So like nobody knows, like if you're a crew member, like a normal person or the chameleon, all right. And so you're given like a role, and on your card it'll have like that. If you're not the chameleon, it'll have a grid, and you just can see like oh, this is this spot, like this little category, on this card. And so you look at the card and you think of one adjective to describe it, or like one thing to describe it. The chameleon doesn't have any of this.
Blend in.
Yeah, so it doesn't have any of this, so it has to go off of prior knowledge. And so everybody goes around, because when you're saying it, you don't want to be too specific. Like, if the word was cake, you don't want it to be like...
Birthday.
Yeah. You don't want to say that, because the chameleon can be like, it's cake. And they can now have a harder chance of getting found. But you don't want to be too vague, like food.
Because then everybody will think you're the
because it's too vague.
chameleon also.
So you got to find that middle spot. And then the chameleon has to play it off and be like, I got to create something else. And so
I'll be like, oh, like this is this number, like
Yeah.
A1 or C3 or something.
And so it's a very fun detective card game. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. So this is our first podcast, right? And so I'm helping my like siblings also help start their podcast, and they're like really ecstatic about it.
They're so sweet.
I know. They're like, oh, and it was funny because like I had asked for this setup for Christmas, and they were like, and then my uncle was like, yeah. And it was funny because I hadn't even told them. They were like, yeah, let's start this new channel. Shout out to their channel though, Doggy Debate.
Oh yeah, Doggy Debate.
Doggy Debate. Yeah, and so yeah, it's crazy because like we were starting this, and like we found like all this cool stuff to use and everything. It was pretty insane, got this nice it's nice software to use, got a nice name and everything. And then it was funny because the kids were like I'm scared to try this podcast. And so me and Eva were like oh, let's like show you how it's done. It's not that hard. And so, we're like, oh, let's do this and this and this. Like, welcome to Doggy Debate, yada, 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 yada. And then we're like, yo, that actually sounds pretty cool. And so then we started, getting along with it, getting this stuff. And we were like, yeah, let's start our channel, let's start a podcast.
Bing.
And so here we are, Now, I know, idea.
Bing.
Oh, that shower thought be like, the light bulb was such a good invention, like, such a good idea, that it became the idea.
No, I read a story called Anthem, and it was like basically a book about like communism or something like that. And so like everybody's taught to like act and think the same, and this dude invents the light bulb. Well, he invents electricity, but and then he
He didn't invent it, he discovered it.
Spectators? They're like court judges, whatever people.
Spectator.
Obviously, I need to pay more attention. But... Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of court, in school I'm learning about court, and I think it's so crazy, like the loopholes you can find. Like
for court.
Yeah, like if I was convicted of murder and they found me not guilty, I could walk out of there and a news reporter goes up to me and is like, oh, what is this? And I could say like, oh, I killed this person. I had fun while doing it. I laughed and everything. But they couldn't do anything about it because they'd be like, great, now I just convicted. I just convicted a criminal. Not guilty. And like all the other stuff you can find.
Guilty. It's like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial.
Oh yeah,
Johnny
pretty
Depp
much.
And Amber Heard trial.
Yeah. It's crazy because what was it?
That was a good trial.
So we're part of our thing. All right. So this is like later in the year, but I'm practicing for it now. We got to memorize the Gettysburg Address by Abraham Lincoln.
Gettysburg Address.
There's a reason, Eva, why this is not a singing show.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Darn.
And so if I can recite, as much as I can, it'll be like, 407 years ago, our fathers brought...
407 years ago.
Shush it, Eva.
Okay.
Our fathers brought from this continent a new nation, one conceived in liberty. Something about like civil,
He used
but
to
now
work on
we
it.
are something about now we are engaged in a great civil war, seeing if that nation or any nation whatsoever can long endure. Yeah, that's basically it. As much as I can remember. All right.
But anyway,
All right.
welcome to the rant. Thank you for coming to
All
the
right.
rant talks. Hope to see you guys at our next episode.
And as always, thank you for coming to the SkyLab.